Okay, children, in the previous class we discussed about trigonometric equation. What is trigonometric equation? How to solve a trigonometric equation in detail. I explained the process. Okay, and I hope you must have understood those things. Now, the last part of trigonometry as per CBSE syllabus is your trigonometric identity. What is trigonometric identity? What are the different trigonometric identities and how to prove trigonometric identities? We will discuss one by one. Okay. Now, so what is trigonometric identity? In order to explain, in order to understand what is trigonometric identity, we must understand what is algebraic identity. You see, the concept of algebraic identity is not new to you as you have read in class 8 and 9. A plus b whole square, if I ask you what is the whole square of a plus b, you will say, sir, it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Very nice. And it is clearly an identity. So why it is an identity? That is important to know. You have to understand. It is an identity. What is an identity? You see. Now you give any value. See, this is the left hand side, this is the right hand side. Here the variables are A and B. So you put any values to A and B. Any value. Suppose A equal to 0, B equal to 1, A equal to 1, B equal to 2. You assign any value to A and B. And you will see that the value of LHS will be equal to the value of RHS. See, if I put A equal to 0 and B equal to 1. So here LHS will be how much? It is 0 plus 1 whole square. You see, it is 1 square, it is 1. Okay. Similarly, RHS will be 0 square plus 2 into 0 into 1 plus 1 square. It is again 1. See, what did you see? LHS equal to 1 and RHS equal to 1. That means for A equal to 0 and B equal to 1, LHS and RHS are same. That means the equation holds good or true. The equation is true or the equation holds good for A equal to 0 and for B equal to 1. Similarly, by taking any other value, by giving any other values to A and B, we will always find that this LHS, value of LHS will be equal to RHS. That is why this equation is called an identity, and it is an algebraic identity because it involves what? Literals, namely A and B. Literals. You know what is literal in the concept while discussing algebra. While reading algebra, you know what are literals. Okay? So this A minus B whole square, A plus B whole cube, A minus B whole cube, many identities you have read in junior classes. Okay? So this is an algebraic identity. So identity is what? Identity is an equation. Identity means it is an equation which is true or which holds good for all values of the variable present in the left hand side and right hand side. Whatever value we assign to the different variables present in the LHS and RHS, the value of LHS will always be equal to value of RHS. Then we say that is an identity. Okay. Now our concern is to discuss trigonometric identity. Okay. Now let us consider what is trigonometric identity. I am giving a very simple example. Children, you know the relation between how to express tan theta. If I ask you how to express tan theta in terms of sine and cos, you can easily answer because I have already discussed. Tan theta equal to sine theta by cos theta. This is the formula for tan theta in terms of sine and cos. So theta is the angle here. So whatever, this is true for all angles. You see, this is true for all theta. Whatever angle you assign to theta, suppose I will take theta equal to 30 degree. Now you put here 30 degree, it will be tan 30, and tan 30 the value is 1 by root 3, you know. Now put here 30 degree, sin 30 is 1 by 2. Put here 30 degree, cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2, you see, tan 30 is 1 by root 3. This is your LHS. And what is the RHS? You see, RHS is sin 30 by cos 30. Sin 30 by cos 30. In place of theta, I am just putting 30 degree. So sin 30 is 1 by 2 and cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Again, on simplification, it will give you 1 by root 3. 2 cancel. You see. So what did you see, children? You saw that if theta equal to 30 degree, LHS is 1 by root 3 and RHS is also 1 by root 3. That means this equation is true for theta equal to 30 degree. Similarly, for any value, in place of 30 degree, you put 45 degree, 10 degree, 20 degree, any degree to theta. You will always find that this equation is true. And hence, this is a trigonometric identity. Okay. So, a trigonometric identity is an identity which is true for all values of theta or the angle present in the equation. Okay. Now, we will discuss the main identities that is given in your book. So, let me discuss a very interesting and important identity. That is, this is a new relation of course. Look at the identity. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. This is an identity. This is also a trigonometric identity. How to? That means it is true for all values of theta. I am giving example, then I will do the proof part. Suppose theta equal to, you take 30 degree. Okay. Now sin square, what is the LHS you find out? If theta equal to 30 degree, if theta is 30 degree, LHS will be how much? It will be sin square 30 plus cos square 30. Very good. Now what is sin square 30? Sin square 30 means sin 30 degree whole square. And what is the value of sin 30? You know, the value of sin 30 is 1 by 2 whole square, you see. The value of cos 30 is root 3 by 2 whole square. Now you simplify it. It will be 1 by 4, it will be 3 by 4, and you add the 2, you will get 1. 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 equal to 1, and this is equal to the RHS. You see? Because in RHS it is given 1. That means by putting theta equal to 30 degree, we found that sin square 30 plus cos square 30 is 1. That means sin square theta plus cos square theta is definitely 1. Similarly, in place of theta equal to 30 degree, you can give any angle, 45 degree, 60 degree, 75 degree, 90 degree, whatever values you give, you will always find that this identity is true. This identity is true for all values of theta. Okay. Now let us do the proof. This proof I did the proof by taking symbol, by taking some fixed angle, that is 30 degree. Without taking angle also we can prove it geometrically. We can prove geometrically that sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Let us see how. To do that, what you do? Draw a right triangle. See. Suppose ABC is a right triangle, this angle is 90 degree, and clearly this angle and this angle are acute angles, C and A. Okay, suppose this angle is theta. This angle is theta. Theta means it may be of any measure, any degree. Okay. Now let us find the trigonometric ratios of this angle. Now if you find if you find the trigonometric ratios of theta, as I have already told you, the angle whose trigonometric ratios are to be found, the opposite side of this angle. Opposite side of angle theta is which one? AB. So this will be the perpendicular. This is hypotenuse fixed and this is base. Okay. Now let us find sin theta first. You see, you know what is sin theta? Sin theta is P by H. You find cos theta. What is cos theta? Cos theta is base by hypotenuse, B by H. Therefore, you find sin square theta plus cos square theta. Okay. Sin square theta means it is the whole square of sin theta. Sin theta is P by H. So it is P by H whole square plus cos square theta is again cos theta whole square. That means B by H whole square. Very good. Now you simplify it. It will be P square by H square plus B square by H square. Now you take the LCM of these two. Add these two. By taking LCM, the LCM is H square. And what will be the numerator? You know addition. It will be P square plus B square. Okay. Now see this P square plus B square. Since this is a right triangle. Since ABC is right triangle, so you can apply Pythagoras theorem. You know what is Pythagoras theorem? To find Pythagoras theorem says that square of hypotenuse is equal to square of perpendicular plus square of base. So we can write by Pythagoras theorem, H square equal to P square plus B square. Square of hypotenuse equal to sum of the squares of perpendicular and base. Now put this value of P, you see, P square plus B square equal to H square. Put it here. Therefore, if you put this value here, so what will you get? You will get sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to, in place of P square plus B square, you put H square by H square, which is equal to 1. See children. So geometrically also we could prove that sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Here I have proved by taking some angle, theta equal to 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, etc. Here without taking any angle also we can prove geometrically that sin square theta plus cos square theta is always equal to 1. Okay. So this is the first trigonometric identity, and we will discuss more about it and other identities also in the next class. I hope you understood. After all the trigonometric identities are over, I mean I discuss all the trigonometric identities. I will discuss some problems from trigonometric ratio, some important problems from trigonometric ratio as well as identity. Okay, what are the different methods of proving trigonometric identity? I will discuss in the next class. Okay.